Hi guys, Amajot here today with some stress relief and some insights that I had recently about asking for help. And I think we all know logically that asking for help can be useful, but I've spoken about this before about the difficulty in asking for help. I know I've kind of in the past and still now, sometimes I struggle to ask for help. I do then go through moments where I know I need that help and then I will go get it, whether it's asking for support with some work or speaking to somebody about an emotional issue I might be going through or a situation. And then I feel lighter and not needing to think that I need to do it on my own. And I spent many, many years needing to be strong, which was really harmful for me because I just felt like I couldn't do things. I had to do everything on my own, and it was a sign of weakness if I showed that I couldn't. And it's crazy because that's not heroic. It caused me to burn out. It caused me to not have as many amazing relationships and connections as I could have. I have had got some great people in my life and have had great people in my life, but I think that not asking for help held me back on so many things, and it's always learning for me. And I think what I've realized is there's something else around asking for help, certainly for me, and I wonder if this resonates for you when you're feeling stuck or when you're feeling overwhelmed with whether it's work or a relationship situation, or you feel like there's no way out of something and it's constantly in that same rut, but you don't feel good, but you don't know what to do about it. And I think that one is the difficulty that can come up with asking for help because we feel either some sort of shame around asking for help because we feel like we're not good enough of having figured it out ourselves, or that someone's going to think bad of us for asking, or we don't feel like it's going to solve our problems if we ask for help. And that's one aspect, but actually another aspect can be that when you ask for help, not only does it require action, it requires something of you to ask for help. And if you're not used to asking for help, then you're already stepping out of your comfort zone. And we all know that it's easy to want to stay in our comfort zones, even if it's painful. Even if I speak to so many people and they're like, yeah, I know that's my issue, but they find it difficult to move out of that comfort zone. It takes a lot to move out of it. And I think sometimes it's okay to acknowledge that, to say, I can't move out of my comfort zone today or yet with this situation or this area of my life. And it allows us a form of stability. But if it's causing us too much unhappiness, or it's impacting our health or our relationships or our life in some way that's draining or negative or not useful, then we owe it to ourselves to at some point step out of our comfort zones. And the asking for help bit that's deeper than that is when you ask for help and you get the help, you actually have to do something. When you get the help, you actually have to do something about it. So what I mean by that is whether it's asking yourself for help and what you need and then going to take an action to make it happen, or whether it's say you go and see, okay, so I'll give you a real example is I knew I needed to ask for help a few years ago with my body. When I came out of my illness, when I stopped taking my medication, there was a lot going on in my body physically and emotionally that I knew I needed help with. I knew that what I was doing for myself, all the good health choices I was making, all the exercise I was doing, it wasn't enough. I still knew that there was something not right. And when I went and saw my functional medicine doctor, who kind of takes a holistic naturopathic approach, looks at everything that's going on underneath the system, underneath the surface, one of the things that I had to choose to no longer do was eat dairy. And it was a hard decision to make because I love my tea with milk. I loved my cheese. They were like ceremonies for me, eating that type of food or drinking my cup of tea with milk. And I had to choose to change that, and it was not easy. But I made that choice. I made that commitment there and then. It was like, Amajot, just try it. I would now not go back to having dairy unless you paid me a lot of money to do it. And some people will roll their eyes when I talk about, like, I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing the dairy, but I don't care. I'm unapologetic about it now because I know the benefits that I've had from it. But my point is that I went and asked for help. I asked a professional for help. They told me I needed to do something. And that was the action that was scary. I had to change what I was used to, which was the dairy, which I had a lot of attachment to. And it changed my life for the better. There were good things. Magic happened when I stopped dairy. It was really clogging up my system. I wasn't processing anything. My metabolism was slow. All of this stuff. My sleep was pretty good then, but it got even better. My energy levels went through the roof. I could feel again, and it was really numbing my body out. And so it changed my life. There was magic there. And you've probably seen those drawings where your comfort zone is here and you're in that comfort zone, and it's quite restrictive. And if you keep adding things in there, if you're asking for help, like you're going to read a book, or you've bought that another course. We've all been there, done that, bought another course that we kind of don't get around to doing. Or, you've kind of asked for help. You've asked for someone's opinion, but you don't like what they've said and you don't want to take that help. Well, why have you asked for it? You're kind of collecting even more and more and more information in your small little comfort zone, and you're in that comfort zone, and it's going to start crushing you. And so the magic, yes, happens outside your comfort zone, and sometimes we have to feel the pain to move out of our comfort zone. But my point is notice why you're not asking for help. If you feel stuck, if you feel like you could do with some accountability, if you feel like you could, I know I've had coaching before, and sometimes I've still not wanted to take the action, but having that coach there to really not let me get away with it, and really say, okay, you can choose not to do this, but it's, what are you losing by not taking this action, even if it's scary? Or, speaking to someone that you normally wouldn't, or asking yourself for help. What do I need? What can I say no to? What can I say yes to for myself? And actually going through with those actions, start, notice it. Notice it. What are you not asking for help on? And if you are asking for help, are you avoiding it because there's an action that you need to take? Because ultimately, we are our own responsibility. We are our own superhero. So go be your own superhero and check in with that asking for help bit. If you're anything like me, I know I benefit from it, but I benefit more from the asking for help and then taking my part of action in that. So I hope that makes sense for you today. I hope it's useful. Let me know how you do. Let me know your experiences around asking for help, and I will speak to you soon. Bye. Oh, one more thing. You can always find my content on my YouTube channel and on my website, amaru.com. There's some freebies on there. There's some digital courses on there that you can pay for around stress relief, around empowerment, around self-love. There's even a little workshop on dating. Go for it. If you find it useful, if that's your asking for help, go do it. I hope that's useful for you. And it's amaru.com and amajot@amaru on the YouTube channel. Speak to you soon. Bye.